A common programming task is running background jobs. And running these jobs successfully without messing up the code is not an easy task, but it's not as hard as you think either. Why do we need background processing in the first place? Well, let's say by the end of the day, you need to run some database updates. Doing that manually is a lot of work and can cost you a lot of time. So instead of doing that manually, we use a background process. Another example would be when you want to generate monthly reports for all customers, depending on when they signed up. Well, in that case, you need to create a Chrome background job, and we'll talk more about that in the upcoming parts. Another example would be when you need to automatically renew your client subscription plan, or even when you automatically send a welcome email to your customers upon sign up. These are all jobs or tasks that need to run systematically. And doing these jobs manually will drain your energy, will cost you money, and will quickly get out of control. And that is why we need to use background processes, because background process is a process that runs behind the scenes without user intervention. Now, you can create your own background processing services. And creating your own background processing services is okay, but you need to also think of the cost of managing these services, the cost of development, and much more. So, why not use a free service instead? Well, that is what you will learn during this course. You are going to learn about Hangfire and how to use it in ASP.NET Core apps to process background jobs. Before you start coding, there are a couple of things that you need to know. I'll build a simple ASP.NET Core Web API project, and I'll use the .NET Core version 3.1 as that is the latest stable version at the moment of recording this course. As a programming language, I'll use C#, and as IDE, I'll be using Visual Studio 2019 Community Edition. To test the API endpoints, I'll use Postman, and to store the Hangfire related data, I'll use SQL Server 2019. Having previous experience with all these technologies is helpful, is recommended, but it's not required in any way. What should you expect to learn from this course? We are going to start with configuring Hangfire in an ASP.NET Core Web API project. Then later you'll learn how to create or trigger different Hangfire jobs like fire and forget jobs, delayed jobs, recurring jobs, and continuations. And if you want to follow along while I'm coding, you can download the latest version of the Web API project from my GitHub account. I hope you'll join me on this course to learn about background job processing using Hangfire, so see you on the next one.